trying to keep it down. I don't have my mic with me today. I'm gonna let the video roll one more time, but hopefully the audio is okay. Actually, speaking of, let me double check that really quick because, well, we have the technology, so why not? Okay. We're good. Okay. So today is mostly just going to be training, unfortunately. As you can see next to me, basically brand new team. Just quick recap from the last stream. We defeated what's her face, Claire, at the Blackthorn Gym, and we got a call from Professor Elm. Go back down to New Barktown. Hey, the Kimono girls in Aquatique City want to see you. So we did that, and our team was murdered. We lost Bucket, the Eradicate, Juice, Heracross, and G, our Gengar. Bucket was sad enough, but was definitely planning on using Juice and G for the Elite Four. So Slasher the Scyther has now replaced the Heracross. Amigo, our Eevee, has replaced G the Gengar. Most likely we are going to evolve Eevee into Espeon. I did some calculations, and there's not really much use in having a dark type Pokemon, although I do prefer Umbreon to Espeon generally. There's just too many benefits to having a really strong psychic type, which Espeon in the Kimono Girls is basically the reason why we lost 3 of our team members. So we definitely have a good kind of basis to build. um, build our conclusion. Um, we have Smash, the Geodude, replacing Bucket. I did, well, as we saw with Haunter evolving into Gengar, I was able to get the randomizer to work. So hopefully I may have added another little thing on there. We'll see. But basically, Geodude and possibly even Dratini will evolve before their I don't know, before their actual evolution level, I guess. So I may be able to pull off a Dragonite in this run, which would be great because I've never had a Dragonite either, and I like Dragonite. Not my favorite, but I do like Dragonite. So yeah, the only reason that Guile the Magnezone is on the team replacing Hatch the Ampharos is because Magnezone just statistically faster, stronger, more defensive. Hatch is obviously a valued member of our team. We've had him since Violet City, right? He took down Faulkner all by himself, basically. And has definitely been very helpful in many other situations. Took down that Kingdra over in the Blackthorn Gym. But Magnezone is just a little bit higher. So, yeah, and then Fishy the Gyarados still on the team. And then Dre the Dratini. Got him off stream actually. But yeah, so hopefully he will evolve into a Dragonite. And this is our team. I'm actually might go do the Pokathlon because I was looking and I was debating for a long time, like many streams ago, should I evolve Scyther into Scizor? And especially for the Elite Four, it just definitely makes sense. There's just too many resistances there that I can't afford not to have if I want to make it through the Elite Four. So having two Steel types on the team will be great. I've kind of come up with movesets for each of these guys. Honestly, Gyarados may stay basically the same. I might just change Aqua Tail for Waterfall. Not 100% certain on that just yet. I may just continue using that extra Poliwag that I have for the Water HMs. And then I have Shame the Apom for all my land-based HMs. So, yeah, let's go get some training done. It's gonna be fun. Lots and lots of fun. So we already got Dre up to level 20. I'm working on getting Smash up to level 20. Amigo, I might wait till he's level 29 so that he can learn Bite. And then just a little bit of defense against ghost types. We don't really need it for the Elite Four, but honestly, the move pool that Espeon can learn is good enough. Yeah, and I wish, obviously if we could have bought more HM, or not HMs, TMs, I would have taught Shadow Ball. But I already taught that to G, so, oh well. Guile's basically going to stay the same move-wise. Well, actually, let's take a look at the team. So here's Smash, Naive Nature. Met him at Ruins of Alph. Called him Smash because we had to rock smash one of the rocks there to find him. Rock ground type, sturdy ability, so no one-hit KOs. I don't know if in Gen 4 it's still just the one-hit KO moves like Fissure or Horn Drill, but hopefully, defense will be pretty high, so speed is our big issue, but the Naive Nature does boost speed while lowering special defense, so not great. Honestly, I would have rather lower special attack, but higher speed is always going to be helpful, and we're training up here against a bunch of Pidgeys, Rattatas, and Sentrets. So Sentrets give off the attack EVs, but Pidgeys and Rattatas give off the speed EV, so pretty good. Right now we've got Rock Throw, Magnitude, Rock Polish, and Defense Curl. Most likely going to get rid of Rock Polish and Defense Curl. Rock Throw I will probably get rid of for Rock Slide. Not 100% certain yet, only because going into the Elite Four, we don't get a chance to heal in between, so I have to conserve my moves because I don't know how or where to buy ethers from. If anybody does know, please comment, leave it in the chat, whatever. But yeah, Magnitude, I think the only reason I'll change that out, honestly, would be for, for Earthquake. Not quite as many PP, but it's a solid move all the time. Magnitude obviously has the dice roll on it. We've been pretty lucky, and actually have gotten mostly 7, 8, 9, and then 1 10. But we have gotten 2 4s and 1 5 while training previously off stream. So this is Dre Argentini, met at the Dragon's Den, Gentle Nature, Dragon type. So lower defense, higher special defense, which I think for the most part is good. And then Shed Skin ability, so we might heal off some status effects, although I don't think that stays once it becomes Dragonite, so I have to look and see what that becomes. If anybody knows, feel free to drop it in chat. Yeah, so right now we've got Twister, Extreme Speed, Dragon Rage, and Thunder Wave. Definitely going to keep Extreme Speed just for that priority. Might keep Thunder Wave, not 100% certain yet. But Dragon Rage is probably going to go. I'm not sure for what. And then Twister, more than likely we're going to switch for Dragon Pulse. I think Dratini is the only one that I haven't actually looked at the movesets for. So I don't know what I will do between Dratini Dragonair, Dragonite, or if I even want to let it evolve into Dragonite. I might just say screw it and just try to go through it with Dragonair. But most likely I'll try to get Dragonite. We've got Amigo the Eevee, Jolly Nature, we met in Goldenrod. We got as a gift from Bill. Normal type right now, but again, we are going to evolve him into Espeon. So minus special attack plus speed, which is okay, I guess, in this scenario. This is why I was debating whether or not to evolve it into Umbreon, because Umbreon can learn Psychic. Umbreon's attack stats are both pretty low, not fantastic. Obviously, it is much more of a tanking kind of status affecting Pokemon, which is helpful. It's just less helpful here. But yeah, Runaway ability, which I believe turns into something else when it evolves into Espeon. So Right now we just have Tackle, Tail Whip, Helping Hand. Have not touched this thing at all. I've walked around with it a little bit, so its friendship may be getting a little higher, but it's also been dumped in the PC box twice. I don't know. We'll see. We've got Slasher. We caught him a year ago. Jesus. Yeah, right before Halloween. That was our Halloween special stream. Timid Nature, Bug and Flying type now, but yeah, if I can, I'm gonna try to get that what's called Metal Coat from the Pokathlon, because the only other ways that you can get it are after you beat the Elite Four. And Scyther in itself is gonna be helpful once it learns X Scissor at 41, I think. But those extra resistances, like there's one fire type in the entire Elite Four, two fire types in the entire Elite Four, Houndoom and Charizard. I'm pretty sure one of Lance's Dragonites knows Fire Blast, but other than that, like Scyther can, or Scizor can, like run through the whole freaking team. So for now, oh yeah, so the was Timid Nature? Yeah, Timid Nature. So minus attack plus speed. Not fantastic, because we're kind of banking off the attack and the speed, but oh well. Technician ability, so we power up the weaker moves, which if he keeps as Scizor will be helpful, because I believe when he evolves he gets the opportunity to learn Bullet Punch, which is a priority steel type move, physical, and it's pretty weak. It's like quick attack. I think it's like 40 base damage, and we'll probably get rid of focus energy for that. I'm not gonna take a turn to raise my critical hit ratio. Fury Cutter we're gonna get rid of for X Scizor. Pursuit, I believe we can learn Night Slash, and if we can learn Night Slash, I'm definitely gonna get rid of Pursuit. And that already has a high crit ratio, so no problem. And then I'm going to keep Wing Attack if I can, just to have a little more coverage in the move pool. Vichy, I read Gyarados from the Lake of Rage, Brave Nature, so plus attack, minus speed. Has not really hurt us yet. We've actually still been faster than most of our opponents. But I imagine eventually it may bite us in the butt. Especially against Lance's Aerodactyl. Like right now, she's holding the Never Melt Ice to make that Ice Fang stronger. However, I may need to put a berry to reduce super effective rock type damage, so we can hopefully live one hit from Aerodactyl and then just Aqua Tail or Waterfall it and hopefully knock it out in one hit, because our attack is pretty insane. 133, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the highest on the whole team. But yeah, so Bite, Aqua Tail, Ice Fang, and Dragon Rage. Honestly, I wish that we could learn Crunch. I guess that's not going to happen here, but oh well. I'm going to turn this off, actually. I'm not really paying attention to it. Sorry, I'm doing like 2 or 3 things at once. But yeah, at least Bite has a lot of usage, so that will last us pretty good through the Elite Four. And then Dragon Rage again. I mean, it's good for that solid 40 damage, but I just don't have anything to get rid of it for. Because unless Dratini learns Dragon Pulse on its own through level up early enough, because I think our level cap is 50, then what we're gonna do is maybe I can teach Dragon Pulse to Fishi. Unfortunately, Fishi has very low special. Well, not very low special attack, but it's her lowest stat, so not great. But in a clutch moment, may come in handy. And then we have Guile the Magnezone. We met right after our critique in Route 38, trying to catch Snubble. But oh well. There's no fairy types in this game anyway, so despite it being the fairy type Pokemon, or fairy classification, I don't know. It's a fairy. It's a little bulldog fairy. It's cute, I guess. I don't know. But it's naughty by nature. Holding an Oran Berry right now, but I'll probably change that for something. So the naughty nature plus attack minus special defense. I really would rather that be the opposite, honestly. Just because obviously now we've added more weaknesses. We've added fire and fighting and ground because it doesn't have levitate, it has sturdy. So ground just became a 4 times weakness instead of a 2 times weakness, but it's fine. There's no real ground threats coming up, I don't think. I know there's one more fight with the rival at the end of Victory Road. That's what I'm thinking of. But yeah, so right now, Discharge, Magnet Bomb, Lock On, and Thunder Wave. I don't think the move pool is going to change at all. It's pretty set. I do like Thunderbolt more than Discharge, but Thunderbolt is a TM and it costs like 10,000 coins at the game corner, and I have the time, I'm sure, to get 10,000 coins. I spent a little bit of time. I don't remember how many coins I got, but it was like 2 or 3 hours, and it's not enough. So that's the team right now. Hopefully I covered everything that I'm going to change. I hope everybody had a nice weekend. We're going to avoid Joey's call, and we're going to do a little bit of training. We'll get Smash to level 20. Then we'll go... Well, there's 2 ways to try to get a Metal Coat. First way is, again, the Pokathlon. I don't know exactly how, so if anybody does know, please drop it somewhere for my eyes to see. But the other way is to go and hope for a 5% on held item on Magnemites. And I don't mind going and catching a bunch of Magnemites and then just releasing them. I do have a few extra Pokeballs. I honestly have 1 encounter left, I think. I mean, there might be more. Like I didn't go to the Whirl Islands. I'm sure there's one other one that I haven't done, but I'm realistically not going to go to the Whirl Islands. Yeah, I'm trying to think of where else I haven't made a capture yet, but it's not really worth my time. Oh, Safari Zone. Technically, I haven't made a capture at Cyanwood. My options there. Hey, what's up? Stephen Nye. like Bill Nye, or Stephen Knee like your kneecap? Well, to further answer your question, we are training a brand new team to get ready for the Elite Four. So definitely suggestions will be helpful. Steve Vaughn. Oh, okay. Cool. Very cool. What brings you to our stream today? Okay, yeah, see. Mostly higher magnitude rolls, so we've been pretty lucky. I should probably start skipping the level 2 Pidgeys just to make this a little faster, but every point counts, I guess. So I did spend a little bit of time off stream training up Dre, the Dratini. I don't know, I couldn't catch any streams and I gotta go to catch a flight in like 5 seconds. Oh my gosh. Good luck with your flight. Oh man, that's insane. Safe travels. Thank you for stopping by at least. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for stopping by. If you want to finish this later, all of my videos are up on my channel. Feel free to check it out. I have a playlist for this Heart Gold Nuzlocke, and then I have a playlist for my Violet playthrough, which I will finish once I'm done with this. See you later. Thanks for hanging out. Awesome, thank you. That's crazy that Rattata knows Quick Attack at level 4. Oops. This is why we don't just click buttons. But oh well. Oh yeah, so like I said, win or lose here at the Elite Four, because I'm not really worried about the rival fight. We have slaughtered him so many times at this point. Win or lose at the Elite Four. After this, I will be finishing the Violet playthrough, and that one I'll just be running through it just to get it done. Honestly, the game's been out for long enough at this point. I did take a long time off from just playing games in general. Darn you, Smash. And I missed this. So, yeah. And like, I don't mind taking my time on this and chatting with you guys. I enjoy that. Honestly, it reminds me more of what Pokemon was like back when you had to catch them all, right? You had to either get both games, or you had to have a sibling, cousin, friend, somebody that could trade the exclusive Pokemon from one game to your game, and vice versa. Like, Diamond and Pearl, I think, was the last time that I really experienced that. Actually, no. I'm going to say the only time I really experienced that. Gen 4. Well, I never actually played Gen 1. We just didn't have money for that stuff. But I had friends that had Game Boys, and they let me play their games a little bit. Technically, the very first Pokemon I ever caught was a Gyarados. My buddy was surfing out somewhere on his blue version. He showed me how to use the fishing rod. I imagine it was the super rod, because, or if that was even a thing at that point. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. See, this is why we don't just click buttons. But yeah, so he showed me how to use the fishing rod, threw the fishing rod, fished up the Pokemon, boom, Gyarados, and I caught it. So Gyarados will always be special to me for that reason. And then I was able to get the original silver version. My brother got the gold version. We did a little bit of trading, but mostly we just kind of played separately. We did find a crazy way to accidentally clone Pokemon, though. If you have a link cable still for any reason, and a copy of Gold and or Silver, a little more than halfway through the link trade process, pull the cable and you get an extra copy of the Pokemon because glitches. I don't know if that's safe or recommended, but we figured it out. Okay, if this is also a Pidgey, we're just going to go heal because I think I have got like one ether. Cool. But yeah, so Silver was my very first Pokemon game that I played all the way through. I think my brother and I both picked Cyndaquil. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because he had a level 100 Typhlosion at some point. I think he must have stayed up all night or something, I don't know. Because I don't think I ever got a Pokemon to level 100 in those games. But then obviously Red Gyarados, making Gyarados even more special to me. And I think James's Magikarp that ended up evolving into Gyarados in the show was hilarious. Alright, I'm just gonna go heal. But if a Sentry wants to pop out at me, that's fine too. Yeah, then in Gen 3, We got Ruby and Sapphire kind of late. I stayed on the blue side. I got Sapphire. He got Ruby. We didn't trade at all then. At that point, yeah, we were just doing our own thing. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure I started with Trico, and then realized very quickly that the first gym was going to be very tough for me. I don't remember who he started with, but I don't know if he even ever finished his Ruby version. Oh, cool. Hey, alright. Alright, so +3 in attack, +1 in speed, good. Self-destruct, ooh. You know what? Yes, we do. We're gonna get rid of Defense Curl, because we don't need it. Cool. Don't really remember the rest of my team in Sapphire. I eventually ended up saving up money and getting Emerald version. I remember finishing it. I don't remember what my team was. But I did play it again a couple years ago. That team, I remember, that team was pretty cool. Like, looking back on it, I probably should have made it a little more diverse, but it's okay. That team was Sceptile, Hariyama, Flygon, Wailord. Who else was on there? Oh, jeez. Camerupt. And who is number 6? Oh, Aggron. And honestly, I think between Aggron and Sceptile, I don't know which one of them was my ace, but those guys put in a lot of work. I can tell you that. And I did enjoy using Wailord, but I think the next time I play through Emerald or just Hoenn in general, I want to try to use Sharpedo or Crawdont. I've never used Crawdont, and Sharpedo doesn't usually stay on my team long enough to really matter. Which is sad, because I really like sharks. Yeah, and then Gen 4, I was in high school already. And so I had friends that were still kind of into Pokemon. I was gonna just be done with Pokemon, honestly. So if it wasn't for my friends, I'd gone. So when Diamond and Pearl came out, it was nice to have people to play with. Because we had to trade certain Pokemon to evolve them and fill in the Pokedex. Yeah, it was cool. And then also Gen 4, obviously Gold and Silver remakes came out, so that was special for me. And honestly, Soul Silver is probably still my favorite of all the Pokemon games. Actually, it was kind of funny. The two people that I played Diamond and Pearl and Platinum with the most, we each chose a different one of the starters. That was kind of cool. My friend that originally had chosen Turtwig did see, like, almost immediately the usefulness of Chimchar, especially in Diamond and Pearl, right? Only being one of 2 fire types in the whole game, which is weird. Like, 2 more, just to have some options. 2 more new ones, because Chimchar was the only new fire type. It doesn't make sense to me. I get if you don't have ideas. Alright, we've been going for almost an hour, so that tells you how kind of slow the leveling is here. But also, we're doing EV training, so if we were just doing regular training, I would honestly take Geodude up to Ice Path and just slaughter, just demolish the ice Pokemon. Oh, cool! We got a 10. Nice. But it is tough. Because even at a certain point, once I get them like high enough levels, it's still going to take a long time. Like from here, once everybody's at level 20 or so, I probably will move on to another area with stronger Pokemon. Because at that point, you know, whatever EVs they have, like I don't want to take too long. Like I love playing this game, I really do. I have fun with it even off stream. It does make me want to do just a regular playthrough at some point soon. But I've also been thinking about just doing a playthrough of like Silver version or Crystal version, just because I loved Crystal version also. Like I thought the introduction of Chris was awesome. Or beasts. I don't know. I always knew them as dogs, but now we're calling them beasts, and I guess that kind of makes sense because they're not. They're everything. I thought giving them a more focused spot was cool. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, let's see if I can actually, there we go. Yeah, for the crystal, I did choose Totodile. Um, I thought blue hair, blue Pokemon. That simple. And then obviously I had used Cyndaquil in silver, so I don't dislike Chikorita. I think it is an adorable Pokemon. I think Bayleaf is cool. I think Meganium's okay too. I missed the leaf on the head, but um, I love the sprouted flowers, right? Because it starts as little seedlings, and then they start to come out, and then they finally bloom, and it's a beautiful flower. It's a cool design. I like the fact that it turns in from this little I don't really know, vegetable dog dinosaur thing to a long neck dinosaur. I forget the name, but I think that's great. Um, it's just not very helpful in the games. And generally speaking, I don't do grass types. Sceptile is like one of the few exceptions. It is kind of crazy that Sceptile is the only one of the three Hoenn starters that doesn't get a second typing until it Mega Evolves in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Anyhow, if you're enjoying so far, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. You can check out this whole playlist of the Heart Gold Nuzlocke. Most often, you can skip directly to that's where the exciting stuff generally happens. But yeah, after I do this, I'm gonna do the Violet playthrough, and as soon as I'm done with the Violet playthrough, like I'm just gonna get through it to finally have gotten through it. That one I am gonna rush. I don't care because it's just a playthrough. But as soon as I'm done with that, we're going Omega Ruby. So if there's anybody that's interested in that, definitely make sure to subscribe for that. Coming soon-ish. Hopefully, hopefully, if I can make it work out time-wise, the new year, 2024, we will start off with Omega Ruby, which will be great because it's my first time playing Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire. One of my brothers gave me a copy a while ago, and I just haven't played it. I don't have a 3DS, so I can't. But I will borrow one. I will make it happen. GMR. GMR stands for gamer, just no vowels. Yeah, I do updates on there. I share stories that I see, like fun images and whatever. I share Fakemon stuff. The ones that I follow the most. Moo Milk. He's cool. He also does a lot of fitness stuff, so if you're into fitness, or you want to talk about fitness, he's a really nice guy. Definitely will chat with you. And Poke Feast, like you're eating dinner. He's really cool too. He has some really cool designs. He just did a month-long theme idea thing. I don't really know what it's called for October. So a lot of like, I guess, scary themes, but not all of the Pokemon. It's got a lot of like cool monstrous Pokemon. Should go check it out for sure. Um, there's also more famous ones like William Boom. I like his designs. Recently I saw his like what if Pokemon designs. Those were pretty cool. I didn't like the Venusaur one as much as the Charizard and Blastoise, but that Blastoise one was amazing. And actually earlier I mentioned catching Gyarados as my very first Pokemon ever. The very first Pokemon card I ever received was that original Squirtle card. It was from the like the deck box. I don't know, one of my gotten one for his birthday, and it came with like 3 or 4 copies of everything that box had. So he was like, "Here, pick one," and I was like, "Oh, this one's cute. I'll take this." So Squirtle was my very first Pokemon card, and that's why Squirtle is one of my favorite Pokemon. And then obviously Blastoise has freaking cannons, so Blastoise wins. Charizard's cool too. Venusaur is dope, but I think Blastoise has just definitely grown on me more. And then two, generally, like looking at the layout of any Pokemon region, like you always need a good water type, right? At some point or another, the HM era. Oh, I have no more Rockthrow, right? Yeah, no more Rockthrow. Okay. But then, just generally speaking, water Pokemon are good to have. They learn ice moves, so it's good for flying. It's good for dragons. It's good for ground, which they're already strong against anyhow. I don't know. They just learn a lot of like good coverage moves, which is kind of the cool thing about all the starters, is that most of them can learn good coverage moves. Like I guess more recently, Charizard can learn Thunder Punch. I didn't know that. That was new to me when I learned it more recently, which makes me feel dumb, but it's okay. I miss Charmander learning Metal Claw. I thought that was a fantastic idea. Like, that is a great way to make people at the start of their journey. So Fire Red, Leaf Green Charmander, like peak Charmander. Number 1. Because the first time I played for Red, I think I got Leaf Green like way later. Fire Red, I used Charmander, and I was not disappointed at all. That team was cool. I remember that team, and I mean that was years ago. I was like 12 or 13 when that game came out. But yeah, that team was cool. That team was Charizard, Persian, Dugtrio, Electrode, Hitmonchan, and I can't remember the last one right now. I have it written down actually somewhere because it was such a cool team. Like, it was my first time. Never used Dugtrio, never used Electrode, and I haven't used it since. I think the same thing with Dugtrio. Persian I've used several times. I really like Persian. Payday, and the fact that it can learn Dark Mythic type super effective, while still being immune to Ghost types. And I think most normal types have pretty decent special defense, which is great. And it was fast. Like, it was a real MVP of my team for sure. Hitmonchan was pretty cool. I used him mostly for Ice Punch, honestly. He was a big reason I was able to take out Lance. I can't remember what the last Pokemon was. Let me see. I wrote it down in my phone. Oh. Yeah, eventually, maybe. Let's find out. Fearow, that's what it was. Because I didn't want to use Pidgeot. And I generally like Spearow more than Pidgey. I wish Fearow had a third stage, or maybe that there was a middle evolution there. Like, I really like Pidgeotto. I like Pidgeot. I like Pidgeotto more than I like Pidgeot, but yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. But that was a cool team. I would use that team again. I would use my Emerald team again too. Oh, but yeah, I think I went off on a tangent there, but I think I started by saying that it was cool that all of the starter Pokemon, generally at least from what I remember, can all learn some move to counter their weakness, right? Charizard can learn Thunder Punch now. Typhlosion, I think, can learn Thunder Fang. What else? Maybe it can learn Thunder Punch, actually. I'm not sure. I have to look that up. But I think Thunder Fang would be cooler on a Typhlosion. Imagine a raging badger with flames coming off of its mane, coming to bite you with electricity coming out of its mouth. Are you kidding me? That'd be way cooler than a little nub like, eh. If there's any artists out there that want to draw that, that would be cool. Typhlosion using Thunder Fang on a water Pokemon. That would be dope. And then also, I'll be on here for a while. I'm going to be on most of the week. Tomorrow, Tuesday, might be the only day where I don't get on, unless something happens. I'm going to start every day around 9 a.m. Pacific time, and then just kind of go until I can't go no more. So if anybody needs to come in and out of the stream, that's cool. No big deal. These are just going to be long streams, mostly training. Definitely, I would love to chat more. Any ideas on this team and how to build them up so that we can beat the Elite Four? It's absolutely fine with me. I have a few ideas already. We can bounce them off each other. If there's easier ways to get items, that will be helpful to me for the Elite Four. I definitely would like some tips on that. Oh, alright, cool. Alright, +2 in speed, +3 in attack, good. Okay, well, hey, at least your speed's better than your special attack, and it's unfortunate that your special defense is so low. So we're gonna do one more level on Geodude, and then we'll go do Pokathlon stuff. Unless anybody wants to chime in and say it's probably easier trying to just catch a bunch of Magnemites, and hopefully one of them will have the metal coat on him. There's a 5% chance. So I just know that the metal coat is one of the prizes at Pokathlon. I remember doing the Pokathlon when these games came out. I just don't remember what is involved, how to do it, how to get the prizes. So I may look that up at some point. But for the most part, it's just going to be having fun. That's what these games are about anyway. I wish I had brought my laptop stand with me. Unfortunately, I have not. I have to put this down very carefully because this laptop is old and it will crash. Rock throw. Still got a good amount of rock throw going. Kinda wish I'd brought my control with me at least. Do this one-handed. Which is something they need to bring back. They need to update Scarlet and Violet to have the one-handed controls like Sword and Shield did. I thought that was fantastic. Like, I'm no longer pressing down B constantly to run. so I don't need to worry about that. I can make all my selections off one control. Like, let's say I get tired of pressing A, I can use the shoulder buttons. That was a fantastic idea. Definitely need to bring that back.